I love spending time with Dad. Whether we're going to chook shows or we're going out to the property to fix up feed and water the chooks. There's always something to talk about, always something to plan. We work well as a partnership in discernment.
It's a good team.
Yeah. So my name's Lachie Arnett, I'm 24 years old and I'm a 5th generation poultry breeder.
My name's Peter Arnett and I'm a 4th generation poultry breeder. And I've been involved in exhibiting since I was 5 years old and judging since I was 17 years old.
My great-great-uncle started with exhibition poultry and it's filtered down through the generations, and I started with exhibition poultry when I was very young. Must have been about 4. And I was helping Dad preparing the birds for the show, and I turned and said to Dad, "You know these are my birds, hey?" I'd cottoned on that these were the good ones when I was 4 years old.
Oh, I just chuckled to myself, and from then on we started to show in joint names.
When I tell people that I breed and show exhibition poultry, I usually clarify chickens. You hear of, you know, horses and cattle, not a lot of people do poultry.
We have a very special quilt made out of some of the ribbons that my grandfather won, which stretched back into the 1940s and through to the 1970s. It was the prestige of winning ribbons and trophies that marked the success of the poultry exhibitor. Chooks are a big concern in our family. When I was growing up, each of the family members had their own breed of poultry. And so I've carried on that tradition and invited my wife to choose her breed of poultry, and she's chosen the light Sussex Bantams, and my daughter Eleanor has selected the Silver Seabright. Lachie and I breed and show 2 breeds together. We've got Old English Game Bantams, and I've had them since I was 5 years old, starting with the Black-Red Partridge. And as time's gone on, we've introduced the Golden Duckwings, and we've also got the Leghorns.
I bred the Leghorns along with Dad. We've got the blacks, whites and blues, and we got them from grandfather John Arnett. So there's 60+ years of breeding Leghorn genetics there.
One thing about Lachie is that he's got a particularly good eye for birds when they're younger, and it's something that my dad had.
The father of these chicks was the black Leghorn cockerel. We mated him with a particularly interesting Leghorn female that we have. It'll be really interesting to see what these chickens develop into.
Lachie essentially took over the breeding plan from about the age of 15, 16, and that's where we started to improve dramatically and started winning major awards. See how it comes up, hey?
So when we're preparing them for a show, the white birds or the soft feather birds, they'll often get a bath.
Get them all soaked up.
We'll wash them up, get all the dirt out of them. You need help?
I do. I can't get the conditioner open.
Is it shut, is it? Clean their legs, particularly with a toothpick for the ones that need yellow legs.
I think he's enjoying this. It's like a day spa for chooks.
It sure is. We'll put them out on the grass to dry if it's a sunny day. Well, we're doing them last minute with the hairdryer, that happens.
All right, I'll put his lipstick on, eh?
Then we get a bit of olive oil and put it on their head and on their legs.
Makes him look smart, look.
Makes them look fresh in the face. Makes them look better in the pen for when the judge comes along to judge them. Each
breed has a different stance that the judge is looking for. So when we put him in, we want him chest out, head up, come on, mate, tail up. Come on. There's a whole lot of emotions that you're experiencing when you're preparing birds for the show. The expectation, the anticipation, and the hope of how far the bird might go as it's being judged. Yep, no, he's going all sooky now.
When I'm getting ready for a show, I'm thinking about which birds we've got boxed up that are good, which ones are not so good. Dad and I always like to stay modest and think, oh, we go to this show, we get it placed in the classes, you know, we'll be happy with that. And generally speaking, if we do any further than that, we're doing pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm touching him to help him stand in the most regal stance he can give me, with his head up and his chest out and his tail flowing out and held high. It just depends on how they show themselves on the day, how the judge sees them, and yeah, if you've got a good bird, you're in with a chance. right? If he held his head up a little bit higher, that would be good.
Back in 2022,
That's it.
we'd already had a fantastic year with the birds, the most successful year that we've had with the birds. And yeah, we got to the Ekka. We had a great team in. Our expectations weren't that high. To then get champion Leghorn with the black cockerel and champion Old English game with the duck-winged cockerel, that was fabulous. And then champion soft feather bantam light with the Leghorn. So both the Leghorn and the Old English game were out the front.
That means they were in the Champion of Champions pens out the front to be judged and assessed for possibly grand champion.
That was the first time we'd ever gotten a bird out the front in the Ekka, and we'd gotten two out. That was fabulous. And then for the black Leghorn to be announced as Supreme Grand Champion.
Supreme Champion Ballot Star, Lachie Arnett.
Couldn't believe it. Yeah, I thought I'd misheard, and people started walking over and congratulating me, and yeah.
Good on you, mate. That was terrific.
Yeah, it was a surreal moment.
And my father, when we shared the news with him, was over the moon. It had taken 3 generations of us to win that Supreme Grand Champion award because of the genetics that he'd built up over that time and having inherited those birds from him. What would you think would be the best laying birds, Locke?
Your soft feather light's got to be the best layer.
Yeah, so your leghorns, Minorcas, Andalusians, and birds like Sussex and Australorps, Langshangs. If you're actually wanting to increase the egg production, then you would increase the protein levels of the feed, and you could add layer pellets to the grain or add linseed meal, soy meal to the mix that you're giving to the birds. Pretty ones that people might have in their backyards. Locke, what would you suggest?
You've got your Seabrights and your Belgian Bantams and your Pekins.
Rosecombs?
Rosecombs, yep, that's another one.
And silkies.
Silkies.
Very popular backyard fowls. And they're particularly placid in nature, which makes them terrific for families. The amount of room that you need in your backyard to keep poultry really depends on the size of the birds and whether you have them locked up 24 hours a day or whether there's a run. If you have a run and allow them to scratch freely in the garden, then you can have a smaller accommodation unit for the birds where they just roost at night and lay. So you'd want about 1 metre square for a bantam. You'd need a bit more room for a large fowl bird, what we call a standard size bird. Best bedding for chooks is wood shavings, soft wood shavings, or straw. And either in the nest boxes or on the ground, which encourages the chooks to scratch and dig and to be active. You don't want bored chickens, you want active chickens. Active chickens are healthy chickens. Poultry are susceptible to lice, which inhabit around the bottom of the chook. Mites can chew the feathers. Mice and cockroaches also can cause feather damage, and the mice can get into the eggs if they're left for an extended period of time. Internal parasites such as worms also need to be dealt with. So regular worming of your poultry is important.
What are some benefits of having chooks in the backyard, Dad?
Well, they make good insect and pest foragers, turning the soil over and scratching. It's in addition to whatever eggs they might lay and the manure that they provide.
Go on.
Lachie and I certainly have a passion for our poultry.
Out here, Dad. Go on faster.
And it's been terrific doing things together as father and son. How about if we take you around the corner and into sharing in the winnings and the disappointments of the losses and catching up with our chookie mates all around the country, yeah.
It's great being able to do things as a family and enjoy them.
It's been very special in terms of our father-son relationship.